Thank you. Of course, the people in the back running the equipment's like that wasn't on the plan. Sorry. You want me to try it again? I can. Watch this. That's giving you some time. Ready? Maybe not. Well, first of all, and of course, if I was out, I would have Ben to come up here and get it with me. That's my walk-up song today, Rock With You. I think before I start, Megan, Amanda, and Angie, thank you so much for that activity. I think one of the things I loved about that activity for me was about seeing how a coach reacted. If you watch sports, you know how fast the national anthem goes in a game and how crowds will boo, but no one did that. Now, there's a social norm around booing kids. We know that, and it was clear in the crowd, but how amazing was it for Mo Cheeks within 2 seconds to get up there, take control of the situation, and how successful was that kid. So thank you for sharing that video with us and that activity today. And of course, today we've talked about, today will be about fundamental too, but today we're gonna talk about walk-up songs first. Video? It's baseball time of year, right, in America, right? And everybody has a walk-up song, right? Think of McQueen High School, thank you very much. From the beginning when you took the job, because you finished your first year, and to the point you are now. What would your walk-up song be?
If I had to come up with something off the top of my head, I'd say anything from guitar players like Joe Satriani or Jeff Beck.
This is going to show my youngness right here. But when something new is about to happen and I'm so excited, I play High School Musical, the start of something new, and I sing to it in my car. Now with every new thing that happens, that's what I play, because it's the start of something new.
Kendrick Lamar, Humble. You know, you need pumped up music. When you come to school and when you leave, you need that take charge, feel good.
Excellent.
So I'm going to tell you, when she said Kendrick Lamar Humble, it threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting her to say that. So that's a bias I had, and she checked me really fast. But what I want you to do right now is think about what your walk-up song would be today. Take like a minute. Think about what your walk-up song would be. Let me tell you, I had an opportunity to speak at WASO, and we had the candidates do this. And let me tell you how interesting and fun it was. It was so interesting and fun, I decided that you were going to challenge yourselves to come up with a walk-up song. But it's not just that you come up with a walk-up song. That's easy, right? You could just pick something off the top 10. Why did you pick that song? Because the walk-up song in baseball is really how they feel. In baseball, it's how they get crunked to hit a home run, blah, 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 blah. But today, what is your walk-up song? If you had to be the person that I put the mic in front of in the next 2 minutes, what would your walk-up song be and why? And then you need to share that with somebody at your table. And I'm going to give you a minute to try this. Don't be nervous. I know y'all listen to music and got iPods and everything else. And I'm a-coming. And we have a winner. Our very, very, well, I'll let you introduce. Stand up. Everybody might not know you. Okay, you know how this is in class, right? When somebody's like, I hope she doesn't come to me, right? Okay.
Well, it depends on the situation, but I know lately, like on my way to work, because I just moved here from Las Vegas, so I love the drive towards Hug. And lately, I just feel blessed, and I keep singing because I'm happy, because I'm happy on my way to work. So
that would be the Pharrell happy song?
Yes! I'm not great with artists, but that is the song.
I'm not either. Don't worry. That was just one I knew. All right, I'm coming. You can keep talking. Don't be nervous. Tom, did you look at me like you wanted me to ask you? All right, Tom, here we go. Everybody on that side of the room was like, thank goodness she's on that side. No, don't worry, I'm going over there too.
It, of course, changes with the day, too, but how about Country State of Mind by Hank Williams Jr.?
Y'all hear that over there?
Yeah. Hank Williams Jr., Little Country State of Mind. That's an old one.
All right, thank you. You can chat about your song until I can get to the other side of the room, all right? Oh, somebody's like, I want to go. I want to go, Miss Davis.
Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it.
I'm over here looking like, I don't really know that, but we can share out loud.
I'm on vacation by the Dirty Heads.
You got another week, girl. Break is coming soon, but we need you to work next week. Okay, let's go to this side of the room and see what we got. I'll take volunteers, otherwise the mic will just be right in your face. Oh, look at this. Somebody saved this side of the room. Here we go. Wait a minute. I'm coming to you. Whoa, here you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, you sure did not think of one. It's redemption time, sister. Get on up.
So I picked Good Day by Nappy Roots. It's going to be a good day. Yeah, because we've had a very challenging year with one of our programs, and every day I go in thinking today's going to be a good day.
That's awesome. All right, one last one as I circulate around. Well, people are bailing people out on this side. Here we go.
I just looked at my playlist, and mine was Cold Beer Conversation by George Strait. And every single thing that happens, I'm like, well, that will be a good conversation over a beer. So maybe we should just all go to Bully's right now.
Yeah, they're not open. Save that till 4 o'clock. I think it's important for us to look at songs and how it impacts us, and thank those of you who shared, who volunteered, and for those that put the microphone in their hand. I think it says a lot. We've been doing this with our community too, because our songs are about us, but when I think about our songs as we apply it to our students in our work, my song was so this is how it really works behind the scenes. Traci, we're doing 80s themes, so we need to have a walk-up song for you because that's what you've been talking about for the past couple weeks. Beiersdorf on the day before says, Traci, we don't have a song for you, so let me give you some options. And she came up with Eye of the Tiger, which I was like, that's a great song. Rocky, the Rocky story, how he triumphs, how he falls down, how he gets back up no matter what. And then the other side of me thought, when is Sylvester Stallone going to stop fighting, right? Because at some point you give it up. But thank goodness we're at Apollo Creed now. But what I really thought about is those songs and how they impact us. So this morning I did not do Eye of the Tiger because I changed my song to Michael Jackson, Rock With You for a reason. Because in that song he's talking about hanging out, being with you, being dedicated to you, being the one for you. And sometimes we get distractors in our district. And sometimes the distractors aren't even because of us, right? So here's my distractor for the past week in the community. Traci, are you gonna go to Vegas because the job is open? Absolutely not. I am going to rock with you. Because we are at this pivotal point where we're searching 90 by 20. There are some amazing things happening in our school district. Why would I go back to Vegas when we're way better than them, right? Right? Give yourselves a round of applause. When we have our data summit, it is going to be indicative of the work that you do for kids every day. And when I think about the work that has happened and Ben has crunched numbers, we get to talk about closing gaps for all students. And it takes me back to the first time I took the mic when I was actually the official leader, and I said, there's going to be a day where we're not going to talk about achievement gaps. And that was kind of a big picture idea. But when I look at the data and we talk about how we've closed gaps for our Native American kids, for our children in transit, for our African American, for our special ed kids, the work that we built these fundamentals on, we are starting to see a return on the investment. So thank you for your work. As we talk about inclusion, and I didn't see him here. Is Matt here? Burak, not in the house today? No? I wanted to say thank you to Matt. We all have challenges in our jobs. But if you walk through Piccolo and we talk about inclusion in the various ways, I got to shout out to Matt because I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure I could be the principal at Piccolo. It takes a special kind of person, just like it takes a special kind of person to run a high school with 2,500 kids, right? Special kind of people. But as we talk about inclusive practices and we think about the work that's happening in our buildings, I just wanted to tell Matt Burak personally thank you because some of those challenges that he deals with is amazing and he does a wonderful job. And I urge you to watch the special ed video around Piccolo and the changes it happened because the video actually brought a tear to my eye to look at the parents and how they feel that how the district has taken care of kids. And we have multiple stories like that across our district. So the goal is to continue to build videos around our district. Walk-up songs, teachers, right? We're going to start doing parents and kids. But I think we highlight the work that we do in this district because we are simply amazing. So as we move along in the program, because they said you don't got that much time, Traci, we talked about our work in terms of knowing your why. I'm going to challenge you this year when I come to your schools and ask you, tell me your why. I know what your what is every day. I'm going to start talking about to you, what is your why as we capture how we do this work? Because there's something going on that's special in Washoe as we see the return on investment for increased achievement for all children. There's something special happening. So when I come to your buildings, I will talk to you about your why. As we continue to look at our why, we know it's about the 64,000 children that we serve. And there are some amazing kids. Yesterday, I was at Jay's school at Inspire. I went to Jan Evans, great word. But then when I went to the Inspire, what do you guys call it, the main campus? Is that what you call it, the main campus, Jay? So I'm walking through, and there's preschool kids, and they're so cute. And there's this one little girl with red hair. She looks like Honey Boo Boo, right? Like, I can't remember her name, but I said, ooh, she looks like Honey Boo Boo, right? But she had the personality of Honey Boo Boo, hugging, kissing, happy, engaged. And that happened with all the children. When you think about the road to graduation, and the road to graduation starts not in their senior year, but pre-K and all the work we do to get there, I believe that we have a bright future because when I saw the learning taking place with the technology, the letters, the sounds, it was amazing the work that you do. And our goal is to highlight that. Part of that highlight comes in the Friday Minute, right? Well, is Traci in schools? Yeah, that's why we do the Friday Minute, so you can see the work that's happening. And the goal is to make sure that we get to every school. But there's amazing work happening in each and one of your buildings. And we talk about all kids, every child by name and face to graduation. We have been doing some training as a leadership team, and one of the trainers said, I don't know anywhere in the nation where they talk about our kids, they talk about graduation rates, but they become so targeted in districts where we're saying 90%. Very few districts across this country get that targeted and vocal about that work. But I think as we are so targeted and we are so vocal, we are also so successful because you will see that as we do the graduation announcements. So one of the things we talk about is climate and climate survey, how people feel, how do teachers feel, how do staff feel, how do principals feel, how do the community feel. And today we're going to look a little bit around climate surveys. But climate surveys and information that's just as good as what you do with what you get from that information. And likewise, it happens at the superintendent's level, right? I get climate surveys, and listen, I'm a former principal. You read some of your survey, and you roll your eyes, like, that's not my school, right? Show me some evidence of that. Or, ooh, this is my school. That's really great. I'm glad parents feel that way. But part of that piece is what do we do with the data? Not that we just have data. What do we do to utilize it? So today, I want you to consider what we do with information, and I want to share some things from our student reports as it relates to our district. Most students feel that their teachers treat all students fairly and trust their teachers' choices. Students also feel that teachers care about them genuinely and are available to help. But we need to continue making learning relevant in our schools for our kids in real world and engaging students. And we do have some comments about some kids do not feel safe. So we need to look at those pieces in our building. Why would some kids not feel safe? As we do a good job, right? 80% of the people are really happy, but there's 20% or so of that population that doesn't feel safe. Staff reported 94% of the teachers and staff have set high expectations for every student as it relates to achievement, and they motivate all students. Also, an overwhelming majority of teachers and staff believe that parents are partners in the education process. And I think that's important as we think about the work we're doing around parent engagement and getting more parents engaged in opportunities for our schools. I think the evidence of that has shown up in the surveys. Most families responded that schools keep them informed about their child's progress and challenges. Also, families feel that they are getting quality education from Washoe County School District with high expectations for learning for all. It's evident that we are improving practice in our district for our families and our students and how we continue to do that. We've also done some of that for our community. We've asked the community, how do they feel about the district? And that's where my work comes in, because for the past couple of years, we get these front page pages and the community doesn't trust us. I hope you've actually read the paper in the past 8 months and see a shift in reporting, a shift in how people are sharing information about our district, because it's shifted from this negative tone of point the finger versus here's the truth and then make a decision. I think that's important because at the end of the day, the district is just a larger piece of the community, and the community needs to support the work that we do. I can tell you from my community groups, more people in the community are very, very happy with the work that we are doing in our district and are satisfied versus where we were 3 years ago where people thought the district was horrible. So we continue to work on that piece at my level as you continue to work on that piece in your schools. This morning we have brought together 5 exemplary educators that have embraced inclusive learning who will be sharing with us their best inclusion practices, one of which I've visited his room several times and I think he is absolutely funny. All of these teachers understand the potential that all students have. So they believe every child who walks through their door can be successful like most of our teachers in our district. Before our Ed Talk speakers come up, a reminder for you though, like there's five speakers? Is there 5? 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3 schools. Okay, thank you very much. Sparks, thank you very much. But before those Ed Talk speakers come up, a reminder for our high school principals, this is where I do my high school principals reminder, to complete their video interview with the communications department this morning. So it's up in that room right there. It's around graduation rate. Please make sure if you're a high school principal, you get there to finish the video. Room 255 with Colleen and Jen. Colleen and Jen, are you around? Wave your hands somewhere. No? Maybe? Oh, there they go. There. So make sure high school principals, room 255. And then one of the other things I want to close with is the Friday Minute. Please have your teachers look at the Friday Minute if they have time. We're looking at how we expand that to all 8,000 employees. The Friday Minute actually showcases the district as a whole, and it gives you an opportunity to see what kind of work has happened during the week, as well as what things are happening on the operations side of the house, as well as the academics. We are trying to increase the amount of knowledge all employees have about what's happening in a district. This is one way we can do it, and we are also looking at other avenues because we acknowledge equity and access, and all employees might not use their email. With that being said, as we close in the Ed Talk speakers from Sparks High School, where are you at? I know, Sparks, come up. Am I introducing them? Yeah? Oh, they got their own little walk-up song or something like that? Okay. I'm not going to introduce you fellas because I heard I wasn't supposed to, so I'm going to drop the mic. But I want to say to each and every individual in this room, thank you, thank you, thank you for the work you do for our students every day. We are a phenomenal district, very much, ooh, that was like shiny object changed my mind, right? Thank you for all you do, and thank you for the opportunity to serve this district. We are blessed with so many courageous leaders to do the right thing. We know we have work to do, but keep watching Washoe. I tell you, we will be epic for 64,000 children.